So recently, I started researching more about investment and how I can get my money to work for me, even if I think I'm not smart. That means I do not want to do any business. I do not want to pay salary, for instance. I just want to continue my 9 to 5 and then still retire rich. The truth is that technology and a whole lot of things have make it very possible for you to be able to retire rich and wealthy even if you are doing your 9 to 5. You do not need to start a business in this age and time for you to also retire wealthy. Now, it now depends on what you call wealthy. It now depends on how much you feel is wealthy or what kind of lifestyle you feel is okay for you. Now, when you compare mutual fund, shares, and real estate, you see that it is a different ball game. So many people go into this investment with different mindset. Now, let's talk about real estate. Real estate is one of the best investments for you to hold your money because of the appreciation of the houses or the land that you might have. And it also have a rental that can be paid for those properties for you. But one key thing about real estate is that it sure require a whole lot of money for you to join the real estate business. It involves a whole lot of cash, except you are trading or real estate is your business where you do what they call land banking. You now go and collect land from a family and be selling small. But that's not what we are talking about. We are talking about people that are professionals, people that work 9 to 5 just like me, and they just want to invest their money, keep their job, and still retire rich. Now, real estate, they need to save up a whole lot of money for them to start buying those land or building properties for rental. In a long run, it's also going to make them to retire rich. Now, so many people do not join real estate because by the time they save up money, 10 million naira, 5 million naira, or they decide to follow what some of the new realtors do right now, pay small, and all that. If you look at the interest, is as if you are another slave to them because you keep paying them interest because you could not pay the money at once. Now, let us talk about mutual fund. Mutual fund is simply a pool of investors that are like us, 9 to 5, businessmen, or what have you, from all walks of the society, decided to bring their money together and then start buying shares in companies, in businesses, start owning businesses together, or start buying treasury bills from maybe the Nigeria treasury bill, or start buying bonds from companies too. Now, there is always a return on your money. The return percentage varies with an average return of about 12% every year. Now, if you keep that money and you keep reinvesting that money, the truth is that the power of compound interest will always act in your favor. If you keep invest, the secret to that is always to reinvest your money. Few months ago, I decided to start a whole lot of research about investment and that involve treasury bill and buying of shares. Now, it depends on how you want to balance your portfolio, whether you want to play safe, whether you want to do balance, or whether you have the risk mindset. If you have the risk mindset, then you can go to shares. You buy shares, 100% of shares, up and low, up and low, up and low. But before that, your target of 20 to 25 years, your shares have already appreciated and becomes millions of naira, depending on the shares you are buying, depending on the due diligence that you do about the company and how you believe in those companies that you are buying. Now, if you are not you do not want to worry your brain. There's no need buying yourself. There are so many companies now that help you to buy these shares. All you need to do is to buy the shares from their portfolio, and they will invest this money for you, and you pay them a token of a percentage of the shares that you are buying. So if you are under 40 right now and you still retire broke, I think it is your fault. You do not have any excuse as to why you retired broke. There is no excuse to it. I have refused to give any excuse to myself or why I will be 50, why I will be 60, and I am still, waiting on the government to take care of me or waiting on anybody to take care of me. I have worked so hard in my young age for me to be old, and then I am still waiting for my child to send me money to eat. That's not a good life. That's not a good life. Okay? So being old, being 60 is not the end of life. You need to start thinking about it now. For some people, 20 years is a long time. They forgot that just 2005 to today is 20 years already. 2005 till today is 20 years already. A child born in 2000, even Arsenal have not even carried Champions League for the past how many years? And we have been watching ball then. So don't think 20 years is too long. Don't think that you have all the time in the world. It's time for you to start investing your money. Investing your money does not only mean buying agriculture, buying land. Those are good. But also think about mutual fund. Also think about buying of share. Learn it. With your app, you do not need to go to any bank, because that is why some people are tired. I buy shares with my app. With my app, I have bought shares of 500 naira. I have bought shares of 1,000 naira. I have bought share of 10,000 naira. You can keep yourself and say, okay, I'll be investing 20,000 naira every month. I'll be investing 100,000 naira every month. Now, some of these shares, some of these mutual funds, they increase at up to 22%. If you have invested 100,000 naira for 20 years, from the value of compound interest, I did the calculation, you end up with about 421 million naira in 20 years. That is if you keep on investing at an average of 22% per year. That is, the things you are buying is giving you an average of 22% per year. Now it might drop, now it might be higher. But this is just a calculation. Okay? 100,000 naira, 50,000 naira, 30,000 naira. The key to investment is consistency. Okay? Now, go and do your due diligence. Go and think about it. Go and learn how to invest in the capital market. It is not only, you don't need to have 1 million naira. You can start with 5,000 naira. You can start with as low as 5,000 naira and start building your future today. All right? See you in my next video.